is good with you? It's your boy coming back to
Coming
another one.
We got one, and
what is good with you? It's your boy Travis Kinley coming back to you with another one. I am chilling at a local beverage distributor. These places are always really cool to me because 9 times out of 10 they got overnight parking, which I didn't utilize. There was a truck stop literally a mile and a half away, so I didn't utilize it, but they usually have overnight parking. They don't mind if you just hit a dock and park there for the night. And then on top of that, usually they're just small, low-key, and quiet, man. I'm the only one here. They just, I don't know, there's just something so chill about them. So I tend to really like local beer distributors. Nevertheless, I wanted to make a video about a question somebody asked me. Somebody said, hey man, will you make a video about automated trucks, right? What's your take on that? How you feel about that? I think it was somebody who said they were thinking about joining the industry, but they were concerned about how these new automated trucks will affect actual drivers. And I think the comment said something to the effect of they'll be on the road 2025, implying that, you know, it won't be long before it's pretty widespread. So fair assessment, fair observation, fair even concern. When you're thinking about leaving a good paying job to come out here on the road or something of that nature, you know, you want to make sure I have job security. All right, so here's my take on automated trucks. Now, much of this is pure speculation because I haven't done a whole ton of research. Basically just getting information I've gotten from podcasts, things of that nature. First, my first presupposition is none of these automated trucks are actually going to be entirely autonomous. Entirely. So maybe I should say autonomous trucks. I'm actually fairly certain I should say that. None of these autonomous trucks are going to be entirely autonomous. Maybe it should be semi-autonomous. Did you get that joke? Semi-autonomous. Autonomous semi. Anyways, forget I said anything. It's pretty early. None of these are going to be entirely autonomous. They'll be semi-autonomous semis. I had to do it one more time. What I mean by that is there's always still going to be a driver inside. Why? Because simply a computer just cannot make some of the decisions a driver can make. Don't tell me that a truck driver needs to have an atlas in their truck, but then tell me that, you know, an autonomous truck can take my job. The purpose of an atlas is the logical kind of solution for the reality that technology is not perfect. It is the logical solution for the reality that technology is not perfect. So if having an atlas is the logical solution for the reality that technology is not perfect, then it does not follow that there will ever be just fully autonomous trucks and nobody's in the truck. All right. Now, one could rebut and say, yeah, but there's technology. They got it out right now. I don't think it would make it past the red tape of the government to have a fully autonomous truck, number one. Number two, I don't think a reputable company like Prime is going to trust a truck entirely. Not entirely. And it even, you know, you might have one for some, middle of nowhere local delivery where there's like literally no other traffic. And if there's traffic, it's very minimal. And even on the road, they'll first post signs, caution, autonomous trucks around you, you know. Other than that, there's gonna be a driver in the truck, man. Somebody's got to make the decisions that only a human can make. You know, you can design a program, some software for perfect conditions, but a truck driver will tell you very rarely are there ever perfect conditions. Who wants to pay the deductible over and over and over when your autonomous truck makes a mistake and hits a sign, hits another truck docking? You know what I mean? Come on, man. Who wants to pay that over and over and over? It's an added expense for a business. And if I'm worried about my one truck fleet here, if I'm worried about my one truck fleet here and the expenses of this extra deductible, what do you think a real trucking company, you know, 8,000 truck fleet's going to be thinking about, right? So, since I also have this presupposition that it's never going to be entirely autonomous, then what that means is that the trucking industry will still need drivers. It's just the job of the driver will change. Now, you're talking to somebody who's dealt with a lot of change in his life. So I don't mind change. Sometimes I even like change. So what it seems like to me is that if you got an autonomous truck and that really started with the industry, it seems like to me then what you're going to need is just another endorsement. I personally like endorsements. I have hazmat and tanker right now, and plan to get other endorsements on my license. Why? Because I believe it just makes me a more valuable driver. It makes me more versatile. You know, I have more options, right? I'll get doubles and triples, and then, you know, if by some long shot Prime decides, hey, look, we're going to start hauling doubles and triples, guess who's in line already? I'm in line already. I don't have to run by the house and get my endorsement. See what I mean? So it seems like then there would be some sort of autonomous operator endorsement. And if that be the case, I'll get that endorsement too. I don't care. It don't matter to me. So then it seems it would follow that it would make you even more of a valuable driver. So I've got no issue with that. I've got no issue with that at all, actually. Now, how do I personally feel, right? Just now I kind of, you know, third person just examined a view of the industry landscape and gave you my thoughts on what I think's gonna happen, right? So ultimately, you know, in one sentence I could say what I think's gonna happen is it will not outsource the driver. It will just change the driver's responsibilities, assuming you have the endorsement, okay? Dude, it is not going to sweep the industry in a manner where you're not gonna have a regular old 579 and you're not gonna have the hood truck still rolling around. I can guarantee that it'll take a long time before it sweeps the industry in that manner, okay? It's not gonna happen, I guarantee it. Dude, I got a 579 Ultra Loft, and everybody knows, like, if you look into it, everybody knows, like, dude, if you got a 579 Ultra Loft, like, you're gonna have trouble at the TA and Petra. If it's not something super simple, you know, you're gonna have trouble at TA and Petra. What do you think is gonna happen when some semi-autonomous truck needs an oil change? So, come on, man. It's not gonna sweep the industry, okay? It's gonna take an extremely long time for it to really have this, like, drastic effect. You're still gonna have a bunch of drivers on the road in regular old diesel trucks hauling down the road. Furthermore, right now, the trucking industry has needed drivers, like desperately needed drivers, for decades now. Never has, in my lifetime, never has America just been like, well, we got enough drivers, we're good, you know, we can slow down on hiring. Never, man. When has it ever been like that? Okay? So autonomous trucks are not going to take over the industry. They'll be cute, and they'll be cute on the road if they pass you or you pass them or something. You'll freak out a little bit and hurry up and get by them, or hurry up and let them get by you because you don't want it to run into you by accident, because then there's nobody to be ticked off at on the side of the road. Nevertheless, come on, man, it's not going to sweep the industry. But how do I personally feel? Like, if somebody offered me a job, like, hey, Trav, we want you to drive this semi-autonomous truck, what am I going to say? My first question is, do I have a human override? I need to confirm that. Now, I'm fairly certain any company makes a semi-autonomous truck is gonna implement a human override. But I'm basically going to ask that question because I'm probably just going to override the truck as soon as I get in, to be honest with you. And I want to know the details on the override. Is it allowed for me to, am I allowed to just override the truck and drive the truck? Why? I just don't trust stuff like that, to be honest with you. I don't trust stuff like that. I don't trust stuff when it gets too automated. That's when you let your guard down, man. Let your guard down when things get super automated and you just sitting back, now you dozing off, but you don't want to stop because your hour's not up. But oh, the truck's automatic, it's automated, it's autonomous, don't worry about it, just ride, go to sleep, you know. Oh, but there'll be forward facing cameras. Listen, I think you get my big picture. People get complacent when things go autonomous. You just get complacent. Okay, yeah, I use cruise control, but I turn it off in the city. I don't trust my little Bendix and, you know, my cruise control. You know, I don't trust that. I don't trust my radar to slow my truck down. I slow my truck down myself. You know, hill descent, right? Shout out to your Freightliner owners, okay? I think the hill descent feature on your trucks is really cool, but at the same time, I think you better know how to drive your truck, because you get complacent, you're rolling down a hill, and you let your guard down, and all of a sudden that thing really starts rolling on you, but you don't know how to drive your truck, you know, you're in trouble. Or, you know, you let your guard down and you didn't notice that the feature started failing, it just turned off by itself. You didn't notice until you know, gained 10 miles an hour, 15 miles an hour. 10 miles an hour going downhill on an 8% grade with 44,000 pounds on your back could be a pretty big difference. You see what I'm saying? I wouldn't be interested in the job unless it paid a lot of money. I'll be look, I'm not entirely motivated by money, and I've been intending to make a video about being motivated by money alone. I mean, I hit on it a little bit in that one money series I did, but I'm not entirely motivated by money alone, but I am confident in my abilities. So I'm not gonna shy away from it because I'm scared or something. I'm gonna get my endorsement, I'm gonna do the job, man. You need me to drive it? I'll drive it. I want to be the type of driver that over the years, I'm 33 years old, y'all. I want to be the type of driver that over the years, as long as I'm driving, I'm versatile enough to change with the industry and always be a valuable contractor or employee. You understand what I'm saying? That's just my desire. I always want to be able to add value anywhere I go. To the point where when Travis leaves, or you're thinking about laying people off, you look at Travis and say, I don't know if we should lay Travis off, man. Who are we gonna get to do everything Travis does? That's the type of guy I like to be. That's the type of guy I like to be. So that's how I feel about semi-autonomous semis. I don't think they're gonna sweep the industry. I think it'll take decades. It'll be a really long time when you say half the trucks on the road in America are autonomous, okay? It's just not gonna be like that. Furthermore, I think it shouldn't be something we shy away from. Should we make sure there's an override that I'm never stuck in a truck that's running away down the mountain or something? Or should it be a button like cruise control, right? But you think about that, we kind of already have that. Like, how autonomous can the truck be? The only way it can get more autonomous, right now they have, I believe, Freightliners. Pretty certain it's Freightliner. Right now they have Freightliners. I'm pretty certain, I saw this on a YouTube video, but right now they have Freightliners where you can hit a button and it will actually follow the lane, right? And even when I saw that video, I was like, I don't think I would use that, man. I'm never that tired, man. Maybe on a straight road in the middle of the desert, you know, I use it like heading into Cali, you know, maybe I use it heading into Cali. But I still got one hand on the wheel, but I'm still watching, man. I ain't got time for that drama, you know what I mean? So, I don't know, that's how I feel about it, man. I wouldn't shy away from it, but I wouldn't use it that often. I'm not using it in the city. I'm not using it if there's traffic around me. Even mild traffic around me. I need to know there's an override button and there's no consequence for me using that override button even 75% of the day, 90% of the day. If I want to use it 100% of the day, I need to know there's no consequence for me using the override button 100% of the day and just driving the truck. And I think it's valuable for us to have endorsements, be versatile. You know, I even came into this industry thinking, man, it'd be a good thing for me to kind of move through divisions as far as going reefer, and then maybe later doing a little bit of tanker and jumping back to reefer, even communicating to Prime my intentions, see if they would be up for that. You know, I'm not doing flatbed, okay? Y'all some hard-working folks. I ain't come out here to be hard-working like that type of hard-working, because I ain't come out to be here to be physically hardworking. Okay, I'm just being real with you. I ain't come out here to do that. So that's kind of my take on it. You know, I think it's a good thing for us to be versatile workers, versatile people. Even if you're not a truck driver and you're watching this, I think it's good for you to be a versatile person and add value to your resume, add value to your work ethic and your abilities, rather. And an autonomous semi endorsement, autonomous operator endorsement, that would just make me a more versatile driver. So that's my take on semi-autonomous semis. Look, you already know what the business is. I'm checking out. Find you somebody to love. I love y'all. Don't forget, it's not about what you believe. It is why you believe it. And live free.